Hello and welcome to Innsbruck, Austria for the women's final of Boulder, in one of the most stacked finals I've ever seen. We have a list of complete stars climbing for you tonight. My name is Matt Groom. I'm joined by Alana Yip in the commentary box. Alana, lovely to have you here again. And before we get going, there's one reason you specifically wanted to come up here tonight, isn't there?
Yeah, it's kind of in celebration. This was my last ever Boulder World Cup that I will do.
Wow, so you are kind of retiring from the sport, but there's the Olympics looming, isn't there?
Yes, so I will be trying to go for the Olympics. There's a whole lead season this year and the whole Olympic qualifying process. There just won't be another Boulder World Cup for the next 12 months or more.
Wow, well, Alana, it's massive news. You're going to be hugely missed whatever you do. Thank you for choosing to spend your last night with me, and we will talk about this more for sure, because there's lots to discuss about this one. But the athletes are out on stage. Mori is followed by Natalia Grossman and Janja Garnbret. She runs on, so that's the first three.
I like how Natalia's got her fan with her. She must have sweaty fingers.
Yeah, well, it's hot here tonight, and it's quite humid, actually. The clouds have come in.
Yeah.
Miho Nanaka made it. She's here, and it's good to see her without injury, because she had a leg thing last year, a shoulder thing the year before that.
Yeah, I feel like the shoulder thing's been ongoing for a while. But yeah, it's great to see her dominating this year.
Absolutely, and there is Futaba Ito. How many finals can she be in and not get medals? It's crazy. We need her. We need her to get on that podium.
Yes, yeah, she's never made a podium.
Crazy, isn't it? And then Brooke Rabatu, she's qualified in first position, so will climb last here this evening. So that is the stacked field that I talked about. Maybe Hannah Moyle missing from that group, perhaps, if you were to put everyone together. But basically, some of the best women in the world are out there for us tonight.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be a fun one.
All right, Alana, I want to discuss this more. So you're moving away from Boulder, and one thing you said to me was look, there isn't another World Cup for 12 months, and this could be the last event for a lot of people, perhaps, as well.
Yeah, I think maybe some people don't even realize, or maybe a bunch of them do. It looks as if the World Cup season next year will be delayed because of the Olympic qualifying process, which will happen we're thinking the March through June kind of period of time, so they won't have any World Cups until after that.
Well, Alana, it's going to be crazy. Climb like a girl, awesome. You're going to be missed, but you're not going anywhere yet. You have this Olympic thing, and of course, when you qualify for that, which you go into, we will then see you on our screens much, much more. So it feels like the end, but it's not the end yet, and I hope it's not.
Yeah, it's getting to be the end of my comp career, though. It's kind of crazy to think, and pretty emotional. After my 5th boulder yesterday, I knew I hadn't made semis, and just walking back, I was starting to tear up a little bit.
Well, thank you for joining me here tonight. And look, we're looking at boulder number 1, a big jump to start with, and then another jump with a bit of a spin in the middle black and white volumes. And then there's the zone hold, Gaston-like, you have to get that. And then the final big top. It's a good hold, but you have to stand up on some pretty poor slopers to get there. Looks
like you're gonna have to kind of mantle those.
Yeah, and the white
cone-shaped volumes?
Is the white no-tex? I think it is
no-tex.
Yes,
the white is no-tex.
Eesh. Yeah, so physical start for the women. That's the first hold, so they've got to jump up underneath the volume. There's some jibs under there.
Do a kind of big swinging catch across off the first volume. And I think a little bit of heel hook, campus, trickery, and a mantle.
And a big mantle at the top, yeah. So the women looking up at the top hold now. There is Janja Garnbret. She's qualified kind of in the middle of the pack, which is not a place we expect her to be sometimes.
Yeah. A little strange.
Yeah, a little strange to watch her there. And then women's boulder number 2. They walk all the way over, and it's a nasty slab on the right. Horrible feet. And a sort of very complicated maneuver over to the left to get towards that zone hold.
Yeah, looks like a bit of a jump again across. Sorry, what were you going to say? The athletes are allowed to...
Yeah, I was just saying they're allowed to touch the first couple of holds, not pull off the ground.
Yeah, anything that is marked as part of the start position, you can touch from the ground. So because that entire volume is marked, you can touch the volume and any of the holds on it.
So everyone's having a look. Brooke standing back, Natalia down at the front. And we were saying about Futaba earlier, she's made 8 finals, this Futaba Ito, and never converted that. So we really kind of fingers crossed for her, but I mean, it's such a stacked group of athletes here. I cannot call it. And Janja is having a look at the slab. Struggled a bit with the slab in the semi-final as well.
Yeah, so this should be interesting.
And there is the top hold. Well, we'll look at our 3D rendition of this on the right-hand side of the Innsbruck wall. There it is. That's the slab. Technical to power, it's called. The holds are by Rock City. So a technical beginning, you've got to sort the feet out, walk over towards the left, towards the zone. And you could either jump, and maybe some athletes will try to do it more statically. That's the zone hold, and then that's the final top. So Alana, looking at this one, I look at that and I can't work out how they make it through the middle section without any hand holds on it.
Yeah, that's why I thought it might be a jump at first, but maybe it is just a dynamic stand-up off the start, and then you have to no hands match feed and tip over. I'm not a great slab climber, so I'm not the best person to ask.
No, and Mori, though, might enjoy that. She's not always down for the big jumpy moves, and this is quite a jumpy, powerful set.
Yes. Typically, finals will be to make as much of a show as possible. So we'll see. Sometimes she's able to figure out some pretty creative ways.
And then Boulder number 3. Apparently, they're going to end up sitting on that starting hold, pressing against the back volume. Then they jump up to the blue hold. And we'll see our 3D drawing of this in a minute. The zone pretty high up on this boulder, just before the last hold. Futaba's trying to have a, sorry, Miho's trying to have a look at what to do here. She's looking to maybe bring up the right hand. It could be one of those moves that you figure out as you're doing it. You know, as in like that sitting position kind of comes, you're suddenly there, like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't really figure out how that sitting position might happen. I'm curious to see if any of the athletes figure that out. I think that'll be amusing to see.
Absolutely, it could be.
The way Miho was miming, I think, is what I was thinking. Kind of right hand pressing into the blue one and probably left toe or heel hook on the start hold.
Let's have a look at more details of this. There it is at the start. Powerful and technical again. The word powerful seems to come up a lot. 360, NEO, and the rest. Start down there on the start hold. Maybe sitting on this. That's intended, but we'll find out. Athletes, of course, don't know any intended beaters. They'll do whatever they want to try to get up the thing. There's the zone hold. And then again, that top, not super straightforward.
Yeah, the top hold and the 2 holds before are pretty slopey.
Janja having a long, contemplative look at this boulder. And the judge then pointing them over to women's number 4.
2 minutes, right down.
Yeah, so women's number 4, starting way down on the left, a big jump move up to the yellow volume with a jib on it. And then swinging moves over to the right. And again, I ask the question I always ask whenever there's a dyno that looks like it's a downward dyno, which is it a dyno? It's downwards dyno, and apparently not. Your feet are kind of the same level as when you're swinging.
I think it's not considered a downward dyno either if you're jumping to something where your feet are hitting. A downward dyno is meant only kind of you're catching with your hands only downward, and you would jolt your shoulders that way.
Yeah, it's something that whenever there's a jump like this, people always ask me questions, so I'm heading off the questions before they ask me. That's the reason. And then this is the zone hold right before the top.
Oh, those holds are nasty.
Yeah, super nasty. And there's crimps just before that blue zone hold as
All
well.
those stacked ones.
Yeah, I can't even see, like, which bit are they meant to hold on to? Do you think it's a pinch in the middle or just the blue ones?
I think it's a pinch in the middle, and they blocked it so much so that they want you to only be able to grab it with one hand, potentially?
Yeah, it could be. So we'll have to see. Right. So the women are midway through their observation period on the last boulder. We're a couple of minutes away from our competition started. And if you're joining us, this is the women's final. Last night was the semi-final, tonight's the final. And tomorrow is the semi-final and then final for the men. Have I got that right, Alana? It's so complicated. Yes, I've got that right.
Yes.
That's a miracle. Right, so that's what's taking place tomorrow. And then we've got a lead competition after that. Coming up to about halfway through our week. We've already had a paraclimbing competition that was brilliant. Please go and watch that if you haven't already.
Yeah, there's so much climbing to watch this week. It's crazy.
It is madness. I keep losing track of absolutely everything. Right, the athletes are done. They leave the stage. And we are a couple of seconds away from our final start. And Alana, the arena, like, I had to fight my way through that thing just to get to my commentary box. There's a lot of people
Same.
here.
I got lost right in the middle. Yeah, it's great to see such a huge turnout. It's packed. This whole arena area from in the... I don't know how to describe how big it is, but there's a lot of people.
There are a lot of people, and it's right in the central part of the Klettercentrum gym. So where the audience is standing now is kind of, apparently it's a parking lot, usually, sometimes. But the walls, it is, right?
Yes.
Okay, I don't think I've ever been here apart from at a competition.
It's kind of confusing after you've seen the whole thing filled with people.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bit like seeing, well, this place in summer rather than winter. I can't imagine snow on the mountains, and it's the same thing with this. It's like, I can't imagine there not being people in this auditorium. But the walls surround them. That's the medals. We've got the lead wall, which is the roots are starting to go up. And we can see the medals in the background. And one more time, we'll have a little look at the top six. So Aimori, Natalia Grossman, Yanni Gumret, Miho Nanaka, Futaba Ito, Brooke Rabatu. So two USA athletes, Yanya Slovenian, of course, and then 3 Japanese athletes in the final. And the return of Aimori, who's been a bit up and down, but it's good to have her back in the final.
Yeah, I think bouldering can be quite tough for her sometimes. It seems she's rather short, and she's not the most dynamic climber, so some rounds really suit her and some rounds really don't. And that's why I think she's quite up and down.
Okay, well, this is boulder number 1, the first climb the women get to grips with. It's a run and jump start. To a fairly good hold, swing over to the right, apparently some kind of a rotation, but we'll see. I don't want to overhype it. And then out towards the zone hold, which is hidden in maybe a Gaston shouldery move, and up to the top, standing on some pretty nasty surfaces to finish things off.
And mantling maybe on the no-tex part of that volume. We'll see.
We will. It's going to be interesting. We'll keep you updated with the scores and the rules as we go along if you're new to the sport. But basically, you start where the start sign is, you finish where the top is. The zone is your first scoring opportunity. But the best points are if you flash a boulder, so you climb it the first time without any attempts. It's the highest score you can get. But we'll explain things when the score goes on the screen.
So apparently we didn't see Mori for a while because she's been in college back in Japan. Okay. That's what Futaba told me. Mori.
So Ai is waiting in the background. She's rarely shows that much emotion out there on the stage. She kind of keeps into herself, but sometimes it breaks through and we get this moment where Aimori is like smiling or annoyed, but she's very, very focused when she's on the mats.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, so here is Ai. And we always say that she doesn't love the dynamic moves, and she's going to have to do some jumps. And this is the height thing you were talking about.
Yeah. I think she's also not the most powerful in her legs. When there is a technical jump, she's usually quite good. She can move her feet quite fast. Go watch the semifinal if you haven't already.
Yeah, tricky start for Aimori, this. Because not only have you got to hit that hole, actually you've got to hit the jibs on it, because it's super slopey on the edge. You might be able to grip it.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to get a little bit further back. Those jibs make it holdable, really.
So far for Aimori. And I did talk to the route setters, and they had said they'd tweak the boulders to make allowances for some of the athletes' heights, because obviously they think about who's in the finals.
Yes.
But is this a case that they haven't maybe tweaked it down low enough? Maybe.
Like an outdoor boulder, can she get stack some pads
I
to
was
start?
literally thinking that. I was like, someone go and put some pads down.
What if she took her chalk bag and put it underneath? I think you'd be allowed to jump
I think
up.
that's legit, yeah.
Yeah.
You can do, I mean, you can stand on a towel, so you can stand on a chalk bag,
Yeah.
I guess.
What if you brought out 100 towels and stacked them? Wait, that's going to be outlawed in the rules next year,
Yeah,
I bet.
exactly. We don't have the facilities for that.
Come on. Oh.
So this is going to be tricky for her. She's trying to go with one hand onto the jib. And yeah, frustrating start for her comp.
Yes. Japanese coach frustrated there.
So
I don't think there's anything they can really appeal for that, unfortunately.
Oh, now she's in.
Nice. Oh no, she's got to start. 4 points on the foot. Oh,
okay.
there we go. Okay.
So that's the starting position. Good spot there, Alana, because if she'd gone then, it would have been a problem.
Yes.
Big jump from Aimori. Now, this is the kind of rotation that you have to do. She's got a heel hook in. I'm so pleased she did that start move. Oh, but she drops the hole to the zone. And that's not going to count as a zone. You have to use it, which means she's got to do that jump at the beginning again.
I was really impressed that she flashed that lâché jump here.
And that was it. Stuck it, thumbs underneath, and adjusted. So Aya's got to do that jump at the beginning, but at least now she knows it's possible.
Yes.
So that might give her a bit of confidence coming into it.
Oh.
And she can't jump with two hands. She hasn't got the height. She's got to do it with one. So Aya will chalk up with a minute to go and go again. She's had 8 attempts so far. Most of them on this move. Fingertips on for Aya. She was 19th in Seoul, 8th in Hachiochi. That's the only Boulder Cup she's done this year, and she's in again.
Established. Okay.
Right.
As if she can hear me.
She definitely can.
Come on. Oh no.
And this is it, and I think she's going to be done, I think. Let's see a replay.
Doesn't have much time left if she wants to try it again.
Fingertips on it, then brought the left up, started the swing, brought the match up, thank goodness, first.
Oh. Well, I'm glad she was able to get that start position a few times.
All right, so no zone for her. And this was the swing. Look at the focus. She makes the jump. The slow motion, you watched it live last night, didn't you? But the slow motion is amazing.
Oh, yeah?
It is ridiculous at this event. It's really dramatic.
Sometimes it's almost better to watch on the stream for the close-up shots. It was kind of hard to get good angles of every boulder last night.
You should come up and join us. Had a look over our shoulders. All right, Natalia Grossman is on.
I like hanging out with Nika. That would have been great.
Yeah, well, I didn't realise that, because I would have invited you up, of course. Yeah, it was Nika's first time commentating last night. A little bit nervous to start with, but she got into things. Okay, Natalia won the last comp she entered in Brixton. And she is straight into that starting hold.
Nice.
Big flick and a catch, and now she needs to rotate around, get the left hand on, And this is the move that I dropped out towards the zone.
Yeah, not much to be able to push your body to the right.
Now
Swing
she's
campus there.
Yeah, and then this is the part where she's got to somehow rock up and presumably stand
Ooh.
where her above where her left foot is.
Yeah, that doesn't look like a great hold to stand on the side of the volume, but I'm sure she'll try to change it eventually. I think she's a little stuck with it right now, though. Wow.
Fitted into the box.
Yeah, or not. Or you just fit between the volumes like that. Wow.
Well,
that was really cool.
The difference between Natalia's flash and Morris, it just shows that like a little bit of height sometimes, especially on this boulder, made such a difference.
Yes, and like straight up leg power, I think, to be able to. Imori needed just a couple centimeters more, which it didn't look actually that physically far for her. I think she just needs to work on straight up jumping.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because you can make use. I mean, if you can jump further than the rest, it doesn't really matter if you're a little bit shorter because you make it up somewhere else.
Yeah.
All right, so we're watching a replay of this. Look at this slow motion as Natalia flies through the air, eyes almost shut as she caught it. Maybe it's too slow motion. I'm not sure I'd want to be caught in that much slow motion. I don't think I'd look.
That's why we're up here.
Yes, thank goodness. The cameras would break. And then Natalia had to fit between these volumes.
Yeah,
but,
interesting. It's not how I thought that would go at all.
No, me neither. I thought it'd be pressing up and mantling, but
yes,
not really like that at all. Into the final hold, which is also a bit of a stretch. This is one more shot at the top. Pressing in. Good work from Natalia. So we are waiting for Janja Garnbret to come out onto the stage. Okay, here she is. Janja Garnbret runs out. Silver in Prague, missed Brixen. Prague was her first Boulder World Cup back, so this is really only the second time that we get to see Janja this season.
Yeah, some time off because of, I think she broke her toe.
Yeah, it was a big toe, I think on the left foot.
No problem.
Yeah, you don't need your toes on this one. Oh, wow, okay, so she uses the other volume to adjust. It looks like she's going to campus straight out to the zone, which she does. Onto the right.
Yeah, this is more how I... Oh, takes that foot off. Yeah, this is more how I imagine the mantle would go.
Yeah, like a sort of pressing up.
Yeah.
She stood on the hold, and a quick flash for Janja as well.
Easy.
She did make that look quite easy.
Yes.
But Boulder 1, they did expect some tops for. It's one of the easier ones in this set. So not unexpected so far. But that does heap the pressure on those coming afterwards.
Interesting that it seems that campus out to the zone was the easier method for both Janja and Natalia.
Yeah, Natalia spotted that. Sorry, Janja spotted that pretty early, that move out.
Yeah.
Stretching up, big smile on the face. Job done for Janja. So she leaves. Next up will be Miho Nanaka. As we watch some more of these awesome shots, she comes down and drops out of the camera. Just as the ponytail floating in the air. There's got to be a meme in that somewhere. Okay, Miho Nanaka is about to arrive. One of 3 Japanese athletes in the final. 4th in Prague. She missed Brixen as well. But of course, the highlight of the season for her so far in Seoul, her first gold medal in Boulder for 5 years.
That was so amazing to watch.
It was an incredible moment. Can she repeat it here? She's going to start the swing. kind of a move, is that something that athletes practice, something like that, that launch forward?
Yeah, it's become kind of a climbing move in the last couple of years. It, I believe, originated from parkour. I think it's called a lâcher.
Okay, yeah, when you said lâcher, I've never heard that word before, but I felt silly asking what it meant. So it's like a forward jump and a catch?
Yeah, like, it's kind of, I think in parkour, you're swinging on a bar usually.
Okay.
And then you use your momentum to throw your body forward and then catch something again with your hands.
I'm with you. Rotating out to the zone. It's a high heel in.
I also could be wrong, and nobody's here to correct us.
No,
so.
I mean, you can say whatever you
Yeah.
want, it's fine.
Nobody's really listening, right? That's how this works.
Yeah, a couple of thousand people. Won't think about it. Right, Miho is on the dual text. Turns her body down.
Oh, that's so scary, mantling in the no-dex.
Yeah, watch that right hand. It's on the slippy part. And Miho apparently has fairly sweaty skin, so... But now she's upgraded. She's changed it, yeah. Another flash. Miho Nanaka gets it done. 2 minutes 27. And a big smile on her face. The Japanese coach is pretty happy with that one. I've just been told, by the way, that unlash is a French word meaning to let go.
Oh.
Thank you, whoever told me that. Appreciate that. This was the swing from Miho. Brings back the legs, drops down to the starting hold.
Seems like an accurate description of that move, really.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? The monkey bar thing is exactly that. I remember as a kid swinging on monkey bars back and forth and just like going as far as possible forward without trying to overbalance when I hit the ground. And this was the move from Miho where she had to hold onto the no-text with that right hand. Pressing upwards. I didn't realize how bad the left foot is as well.
Yeah.
Stood up, makes the match. The athlete's getting a real build-up from the MC in the background. Sometimes it can be quite quick, this rotation, but we're hyping them up. And it's Futaba Ito who is out next.
So I was just informed that apparently some ninjas, maybe ninja warriors,
Yes.
me and Sean, that they can lâcher up to 15 feet.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Wow, okay.
it's like 5 meters.
That is a long way, yeah. Have you done Ninja Warrior?
No. Sean has many times.
Yeah, of
as part
course.
of Team Europe,
Right.
because he lived in Europe at the time.
All right. That's I've got to check my map again. Futaba starts to swing.
Yes.
Easy in for her, but the pressure's on because she really needs to flash if she's going to stay in touch with the others. Spots the zone hold, gets it. Shouldery move to stick that position and then puts a heel in.
Oh, she's gone all the way around now.
Oh yeah, but everyone seems to be turning towards the left. And yeah,
I
there
think
she does.
She is. It's just a little bit harder now that she's wrapped her right hand so that the fingers are facing to the left. I think she's realizing now and just gonna adjust. But she also really wants to keep her foot on that small foothold just under the lip like Natalia did. I think it's much better than the one on top. That's why people really want to keep their foot there, but that's gonna make it easier to get the knee over the toe and continue pushing upwards.
So Futaba falls near the top. So that is going to be that pressure we talked about. Let's watch that left foot.
Oh.
It didn't slip. I think she just wasn't in the right position and decided to reset, perhaps.
Yeah.
Sometimes a mantle you're in a mantle position and you can stay there for quite a long time, but you know you're not going anywhere. You know? It's like...
And here when the clock is ticking down, you know, the pressure's on.
Exactly. All right, so Futaba will rest until the end on this. She knows what to do. Brushes in the background, ready. And I was saying before the stream, I had it in my head that Futaba was really, really tall, but she's actually, she's 162. So Yanya is actually the tallest athlete in the final, 164. I'm just making sure of that. Everyone round about the same height, in fact, apart from Imori, who's 154. So that difference in height you can just see on the first moves.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
All right, so Futaba's shadow is caught on the wall as the spotlight shines on her. It's coming up to 7:51 here, Central European time in Austria. And it's Matt Groom. I'm here with Alana Yip in the commentary box. And Futaba is underway. Starts the swing.
Oh, no.
Misses it now. And the pressure really is on as we get towards 30 seconds. Seemed to have it really well, but couldn't hold it.
I think it also depends where in the arc of your swing you catch something. If you're too far sort of down, if you imagine a rainbow arc, your momentum's going so far, so far down that it's going to be really hard to catch that. There's so much extra force that you have to catch with your hands, and that's too bad for Futaba.
Yeah, so a zone for her. Close towards the top. So left foot on.
Oh, and just hitting the black volume with her hand before hitting the zone hold. And that's unfortunately why she was not able to catch that.
So we're watching some replays here. So Imori didn't get the zone. Futaba didn't get the top, but I think she did get the zone.
She did the first time, yeah.
That was the last go, and Futaba looked exhausted at the end, gave it everything. All right, our final athlete will come up next. Brooke Rabatu is on the stage.
So we can see that Brooke had little shoe covers on as she was coming out. It's actually just started to rain in the venue.
Yeah, it wouldn't be Innsbruck without any rain, would it? It's like every year we get rained out somehow. But the stage is well protected. It's not heavy rain, so we're not expecting it to affect it too much unless it gets worse.
Yeah,
We'll
it's just
see.
the spectators.
Yeah, exactly. We're in a box. We don't care. All right, Brooke is straight away into the jugs, but now starting
Didn't
position.
establish, yeah. I was wondering, but I also wasn't watching the whole time she jumped up, so.
Yeah, I nearly made that mistake at the beginning. You were like, oh my goodness, she's got a touch. And it's a very good point because you jump into that hold and you think, okay, I'm in.
Yeah, you forget to just touch your feet. And all you have to do is tap quickly.
Blake's real good sure of it that time. Starts the swing, pops in and catches. So this will be her second go because of that error at the beginning. So it won't be a flash and she misses the zone. Now the thing is, that is your first climb.
Ooh. So you saw, yeah, she just, the edge of the mat must be a tiny bit wet because she looked at her shoes just there and it seemed like they just got a little bit wet and she went to dry them on her towel.
Yeah, I'm looking at the stage now and it is wet out there on the very, very front.
Yeah, as long as she stays under the boulder, she'll be fine.
And I wonder how much psychologically that start has affected her. There's nothing like, you know, the first go out and you're doing okay and then having to stop and reset. But now she's into the zone. Marginal heel, but everyone making it work and she matches the zone hold. And starts this press up.
Oh, look at her mantling on that crimp.
Oh, strong stuff from Brooke.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, gets the zone hold in from here. It should be an easy reach. And it is.
Woo.
All right, well, shaky start for Brooke. One miss at the start due to a technicality.
Yeah, and then one miss of the zone hold. I think what you said earlier, having to be called off like that from the judge can really sort of affect you. You'll be just a little bit shaken, taken out of your flow, especially she looked like she was having a really good go there.
Yeah, because she was frustrated, not with the judge so much, but because it was her mistake.
Yes.
So it's that feeling of like, oh, how did I do that? You know, like, you know, I know better sort of feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's so easy to miss a start position. I've done it way too many times. I think anybody who's competed has missed a start one or two times. You're just too focused thinking about the next hold, and sometimes it's just something where you have to tap a hand or a foot before starting to move, and you just forget to do it.
Well, hopefully, well, we'll see the scores in a bit. It shouldn't go straight down to attempts, but you never know. It could be the difference between a medal. Well, this is our top at the moment. Miho Nanaka with a flash. And due to count back, she's in the lead. Yanya Garnbrett, Natalia Grossman, Brooke Rabatou, Futaba Ito, and Ai Mori after that. So Futaba and Ai down at the bottom because Futaba got the zone. Ai didn't get the zone. So Ai has a lot to do now because that first boulder was pretty toppable.
Yes, and Futaba as well.
Yes, exactly. So we're watching some replays of boulder number 1. Snappy camera angles, and it's so good, some of these shots we get, because you get to see how terrible the holds actually are.
Yeah. Yeah, you see Brooke scraping her face up the wall there.
Just shows the athletes do not care about personal safety at this point in the competition. They just want to get up the thing. It doesn't matter how.
Medals around the line.
Yeah, exactly. There's a big check going around. Literally, it's a giant check. It's not a lot of money.
Oh, there's one here too?
I hope so. Now it's started in Brixton.
Yeah,
I want to see the return.
fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. All right, the slab. Technical to power. So either a run and jump, maybe they'll do it slowly. We don't know yet. Starting on the right, all the way to the left, and then small holds on the volume itself. And the zone hold is the volume. And then...
Can't really tell what those gross little stacked purple things are on the zone hold.
Well, Jacopo said to me, one of the climbers who set this, that it was a pebble. That's how he described it. And I kind of know what he means with that description. So if you imagine like a pebble sticking out of the wall.
Right.
A bit like that, apparently.
Like in conglomerate rock.
Exactly, yeah.
It does look different, though, here than on that 3D model.
Maybe it's that hold down towards the bottom near the zone.
Maybe they shifted them.
Yeah, sometimes the 3D is adjusted a bit.
Just because the route setters will adjust the boulder. They always make adjustments just before the round based on the results and watching the last round.
Yeah, and the 3D scan is done a couple of days before. All right, so Imori has to put boulder 1 behind her. Forget about that. And get onto the slab. And at least she's going from something that she's maybe less good at to something she is pretty good at.
Yes. I was going to say, I think this is her boulder.
All right, no pressure, but you kind of got to do this one. And see, that's the smile. Like, we see it sometimes with Ai. She gets big support. She's super popular.
Oh, there's a foothold there.
Yeah, so she's standing on it, presses out.
We have to match feet here. Ooh, that's uncomfortable.
Yeah, she's not on the crimp yet. Looks around the corner, no tick marks left by the route setters.
And the route setters are allowed to leave tick marks, but you're not allowed to leave tick marks for yourself on the boulder.
Yeah, I quite like that rule to change, mainly because I'd be interested to see the kind of designs the climbers do on it. Aya is up to the pebble-like hold. You can see just almost wrapping her fingers around it. It's more crimp than pebble. Very smooth from Aya, but she's got to do a bit of a pop here.
Oh, no problem.
Easy, right. Well, we said she liked this kind of boulder. That's a flash from Aya. And that will get her feeling better again.
There you can see a whole crowd.
Hey, it's stacked, isn't it? So, loads more people have come in since I last looked, all the way to the back of the arena now. That kid, I'm pretty sure she was on that gentleman's shoulders during the semi-finals. And I wondered whether she, because we saw a shot of her at the beginning, a shot of her at the end, and I wonder if she'd been up there the whole time. I think she probably has.
He's got strong shoulders.
That's what I said, yeah. Good work from him. Right, this was the foot swatch, which was really the only bit that looked awkward for her. The rest, pretty straightforward.
Yeah, she just flowed through the rest of it like it was nothing. She's got pretty little fingers. I think that little pebble hold probably didn't feel too bad for her.
Yeah, it looks all right. She's got 3 fingers on it, I think, so it's obviously okay. And then I'll pop over to the jug. So good replays of Aya on that crimp. She likes crimp, she likes slabs. So that boulder was right up her street. Okay, Natalia Grossman is out. She flashed boulder 1. 10 golds, 2 silvers and a bronze. Highly decorated is Natalia Grossman. DJ busting out the tunes. Me and Nika were literally dancing up here yesterday. It was a long semi-final. There were some good songs going down.
Yeah, they made it good music, lots of loud music. It was like a party by the end.
It was. It's festival-like, especially with a crowd like that.
Yes.
So Natalia starts the slow creep, but this is the foot match. Got 2 different climbing shoes on, a slightly softer one with less edging ability on the right. I don't even know how she swapped the foot, but she did something.
I think she crossed it through, actually.
Yeah, maybe. So she stood up, turns it into almost a layback up towards the pebble-like feature. And you can see, bringing that thumb in, it's not a normal position to wrap over the top like a closed crimp. She's almost pinching
Almost,
it.
Yeah, kind of a cross between a crimp and a pinch. Whew.
Easy flash from Natalia. So that's 2 out of 2.
Yeah, it's an interesting kind of slab. I think recently the trend in World Cups has been towards more slabs with no or very few holds on them. Nothing to really grab, but this one is maybe a bit more of an older school slab. It's a nasty crimp slab.
Yes, I like that, old school slab. Yeah, and I guess that's why they said it was powerful, because you really have to pull hard on those small holds.
Yeah.
So this is the pebble thing we keep talking about. So I kind of want to see it without an athlete's hands on it, just to have a good look at it.
Just thinking that.
Yeah.
Oh, and she kind of turns it as she jumps.
Good work, Natalia. Adjusted on the top hold. Gets it done quickly. All right, that's a flash for Natalia. Janja is up next. You could see that she missed the World Cups in Prague. Like, she was really enjoying herself out there.
Yeah, definitely.
When I interviewed her, she was saying how it was a lovely feeling walking into the isolation area again, and all the women were coming up to her and saying, it's good you're back, and like it's been not the same without you, and she was saying that meant a lot to her.
Yeah. I think a lot of the athletes are good friends, so. And the World Cups is really one of the only times that they'll see each other, so it's, yeah, when somebody's not there, you miss them.
Yeah. So what is Anya going to do with her feet here?
Looks like...
She's crossed it through. So she's crossed the right foot through and then brought the left in.
Right, just same as what Natalia did there.
Yeah, so not the foot match. Towards the pedal, wraps it. Gets set for the jump. Again, another easy one. 2 out of 2 for Yanya as well.
Nice.
Seems Slovenia must be happy that she's back as well.
Yeah, I'm sure they're quite a close-knit team, so to have one person missing for so long must feel like a part of your heart is missing.
Yeah. So she almost went for the match and then changed her mind, dropped over first, and then she brought the right foot through. Went for the crimp and then readjusted the feet. That was when she crossed the right under. And that's the pebble.
Yet again, with somebody's hand on it.
No, I want to see it without.
How nasty is it really?
I reckon it's horrible.
Yes.
Absolutely horrible.
These women are just really good at crimping.
Yeah, they are. And they're cruising this boulder at the moment.
I have a sneaking suspicion they're better at crimping than the root setters.
Yes, I think they might be. Next up is Miho Nanaka. All right, here is Miho. It's so strange to see the shot on the left, which was obviously taken a while ago, with the different hair. Then how many hairstyles Miho's gone color-wise.
Yes.
I can't remember her with brown hair like that. I really can't.
No, I guess it was just last year, though.
Yeah. Weird, isn't it? She's gone from gold to green this year.
I quite like the way this green hairstyle contrasts her uniform.
It's true. It's true. All right, Miho gets the left. Interesting. She's thinking about the foot swap before the drop. Goes for the little run.
For that. I have to say that was my favorite way yet.
Is that the way you would have done it if you walked up to that boulder for the first time to attempt it? You think you'd go for that, or is that a silly question? Would you just see what happens in the moment?
Yeah, I think I would see what happened in the moment. Looking at it, I still think I would maybe try the foot swap with no hand.
Miho, one last move away.
Nice.
Sit with the palm on the wall.
And at this point, you really need to flash this boulder to keep up.
Yeah, exactly. So lots and lots of pressure. Miho dealt with it well, and a smile on her face, I think, showed the pressure has gone. The rain is still falling, but very lightly now. And the crowd haven't got umbrellas up or anything like that, so it's not.
They're not allowed umbrellas.
Are they
in here
not?
tonight? Nope. No,
What's wrong with an umbrella?
well, it blocks other people's view.
Oh, good point. Fair enough.
There's also a size restriction on the flags that you can bring in.
Really? Someone measuring flags at the front?
I don't know.
I want that job.
That's a make-work job if I ever heard of one.
You get rejected from entering a competition because your flag is too big.
I'm sure just the flag gets rejected. I mean, I have a feeling.
I don't know. I think I'd go home with it wrapped around me. It's giving me the giggles, so I've got to stop. Right, so Miho is... I'm going to reset myself here. So watching replays of Miho. The skip across, palm press against the yellow volume, and then the top of this boulder, although the holds look bad, no one really finding it particularly difficult.
Yeah.
that's the hold. Which, I mean, look, if you're at this level of climbing, for mere mortals who need to work on finger strength all the time, a hold like that would be the crux. But everyone's fingers at this level are so strong that a move like that becomes less difficult because it depends on the feet and body position. It's just like straight crimps aren't too bad.
Yes. Especially these women are so good at standing on their feet, so they're probably not putting a whole lot of weight on those holds. Though I don't doubt that they could hang that hold easily. Probably one-armed, too.
Yeah, probably one-armed, yeah. All right, Futaba is out. Now, this is an important boulder for her. Only got a zone on the first climb. Needs to send this. This is where the pressure starts to tell. See the front of the stage. Still spotted with some water, but it is drying up.
By this point, you'll have a pretty good idea that everyone's doing this boulder quite fast because of how little time she's spent in ISO between boulders.
Off that.
Oh, she's thinking about doing the whole thing fast.
Bit like Miho, but not quite as precise.
Miho stood up first and then did a hop. Futaba tried to do the whole thing in one go.
She had a look around the corner because she can't see the hold she's going for.
Yeah, she missed it
Yeah.
quite a bit.
It's a long way above. So
Here we go.
she's going to go for the foot match this time.
Ooh. Yeah, that little purple foot I think is like really tiny.
Yeah, this is the first time we've really watched someone struggling on this. So she was looking down at the foot pop, but as Alana said, it's very small, and it was quite a dynamic change. It wasn't like sometimes you can almost stand on your own toe and replace one foot with it. Oh, the knee, ow.
Oh, that close up there. I'm not sure I like that close
I know,
up.
this is what I mean. It's good, but it makes you like scared. Right, she's going again. Goes for the smear to try to make the match. The thing is, every time she's done that, it's her missing the crimp. Because if she hit the crimp, she might be able to save a bit of a slip, but she keeps missing it.
Keeps missing it. And unfortunately, is not seeing the tip across with the left foot still on the foothold that I and Natalia did. And Yanya as well.
Bar drops down. He asked for a brush. So, well, it's quite nice to actually be able to talk about this boulder. Everyone's done it so quickly. I feel like I haven't got to know the boulder. And now we're watching Futaba, and this is the first. So she went for the smear, straight smear, which was okay, but the hand out a shot had missed.
Yeah.
I think she's going to do the same thing again. So stand on the smear, drop down with the left.
Oh, just that left hand crimp is not really good enough to do that foot switch and catch on unless you hit everything perfect, which she's not quite.
There is Lena in the background, one of the IFSC photographers at the event, one with Jan Vert. And the other one's providing all the pictures that you see on the IFSC's social media. So go along and follow that if you haven't already.
Yeah, some fantastic photos. Oh,
That was it.
so close.
She runs back to the chalk quickly. She's got 43 seconds. She did slip again. She was slipping all the way.
Yeah.
Hasn't got the zone on this boulder.
Oh, nice.
Now she's in. And we know how toppable it is from here.
Yeah, 18 seconds. Not a lot of time, but definitely enough time if she moves decisively.
She's got the zone. One move away from the top now. Futaba might save it with 7 seconds to go. She doesn't. She was fully into that jug. Just slid down.
Too high. Oh, no.
Well, you know we're going to get a slow motion replay of that, and Futaba understandably dejected as she walks off. That would have been such an amazing moment for her, just a restart, but now she is 2 boulders down on the leaders.
Not a great position to be in.
So is this the attempt? Yeah, that was when she made the move. So the press was good. She hit the purple hold that time. All good through here. Right foot against the edge, right on the edge of the volume. And this is the move we're interested in. Oh, the left hand was so high, wasn't it?
It's kind of, the part you can catch is almost shaped like an L, and she almost grabbed it on the top of the vertical part of the L.
I thought she was going to drop in and save it. She doesn't, and she knows. Disappointment for Futaba.
Oh.
All right, so Futaba leaves the stage. Next up will be Brooke Rabatu, waiting in the wings. She had that start that frustrated her, did the boulder on the 3rd go. Now on the slab, takes the little plastic coverings off, so it must still be raining a bit out there. I keep trying to look out my window to see the rain, and I can't see any rain, so it must be pretty light.
Yeah.
I'm just now staring out.
Same, we're very both
nothingness.
very intently staring out.
Okay, Brooke runs around to grab the brush, wants to make sure the first palm is clean. Yeah, because that section there is where all the athletes have been turning into almost a sideboard.
Fully trusting that volume with their hand. Whoa. Oh.
Yeah, Brooke overbalanced, tried to get stood up. So no flash from her.
That was kind of interesting. She tried to not fully commit to the foot swap there. She wanted to foot swap and move over at the same time.
Yeah, so she stood on that left foot. Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. Kind of in one movement.
Oh, but she did it this time.
Oh, yeah, of course. I thought I was watching the replay.
Yes,
I literally did. Right, so this is the actual go. And Brooke gets stood up into the pedal.
Come on.
Rocking up and through, matches the foot to hand.
Oh, saves it. But
Big save.
like Futaba, hit the top of it and slid down a bit.
Well, Brooke gets it done, second go. This is nervy stuff in this final. And it seems to be one of those finals so far where it's small margins all the way.
Yeah.
And that's why mistakes are so important to avoid. Costly, that's the word. All right, well, that was Brooke getting it done. Concentration, she hits that blind hold perfectly. She might have, I mean, how do you do blind holds? For me, I'd choose like a smudge of chalk on the wall or something so I can line it up.
Yes, same. That's what I do. I try to, and before I get on, I'll try to sight it, just see where it is, and yeah, line it up with something else, something on the wall, or a hole on the volume that's left from a screw that used to be there, or something like that.
Okay, so yeah, you do have a look, and I thought I was going to see the pebble there. And you do have a look, and yeah, so try to work out where the hold is when it's like that. Sometimes the route setters do put in tick marks, especially on lead routes.
Yes.
If it's above your head and overhanging, it's a bit mean to hide a jib.
Yeah.
Because with boulders, you can see most of the holes, or you can see all the holes from the ground, whereas a lead wall, not so much.
Yeah. And sometimes on a lead wall, you're reaching over a volume, like oftentimes they'll jib volumes. And you don't want it to come down to luck of who sort of hit the jib or not.
Yeah, exactly. You want to take that out of it. Well, Miho Nanaka is still leading the way, followed by Janja Garnbret and Natalia Grossman. That's our top three. Brooke Rabatu, although she's got two tops, look at the attempts on the right. Imori in 5th place and Futaba in 6th. Right, we have a little bit of a pause in proceedings right now to give you a chance to catch your breath. And we'll watch Imori fly through the air. These replays now, Natalia swinging and smiling. Yanya bumping out. Well, we'll let you sit back and enjoy this second. Okay, this is boulder number 3. Powerful and technical, and according to route setters, one of the hardest in the set. Starts down on the left, various different methods. One of them could be kind of sitting on that volume or pressing against it with your back, up to the big blue press, jump out to that hole beneath the zone, which is where the athletes will stop, ideally, up to the zone hold. And then do you think that's a double catch, like a double clutch move? Or is it a left and then a right undercling?
I'm not sure. Honestly, it looks too bad for me to be able to do either, so. I think they'll grab the top one, the left one, and then go into the right one. I don't think it'll be a jump into that, especially because the lower part, I believe, is a jump.
All right, well, here is Imori. Let's see what she can do with this powerful climb.
Right, so now, is she gonna sit on it?
Not quite, kind of a
see.
squat.
You were supposed to sort of jam your back against the other volume, maybe.
Yeah, maybe it was that.
Not needed.
I didn't need it at all, no.
She's also quite a bit shorter than the others. They might find that position a little harder. We'll see. Ooh.
Yeah, she might have started it easily, but then the jump is a bit harder for her.
Yeah.
So I has got a zone on boulder 2, no zone or a top on boulder 1, sorry, top on boulder 2. So she's one top in, sitting in 5th position and needs this boulder. She just fits perfectly into that space.
Yeah. And this is something that the route setters do think about to try to even out tall versus short climbers, or the height differences. Some positions will be easier if you're short, some positions will be harder.
This jump, again, another blind one. You've got to go a long way to a sloper.
It looks to me like you're supposed to jump right hand to that dual text hold and catch the left hand on the black hold under.
By the black hold on, you mean the one right next to the blue?
Yes,
hold.
yeah, the ball hold next to the blue hold. And I think what Ai's doing, trying to catch the blue hold, just flip her hand on the blue hold, it looks like it's actually stopping her from being able to reach far enough.
Yeah, that's a really good point, because she's quite low down on it with the left hand.
Yeah. Like, as soon as that hand hits, it seems her momentum stops, and she falls.
All right, Ai, again, into this starting position. No worries here. It's a good shot to show how far away it is. Camera's on the wall. Now, maybe wanted to palm up into that black disc, but it's not good enough to do that. Trying a similar thing to before.
Maybe you could palm into the black hole just a little bit to get your body more to the right, so that your jumping path could be more straight up instead of diagonal from the left.
Yeah, possibly. She's got to make a change to this somehow. But though she was close on that, she had her fingers over the top of the lip.
Yeah, and you know that if Ai gets her fingers around a hold, she's gonna stick it.
That's a good point, yeah. Fingers of steel. Right, now she is trying something different. Matches the hold, maybe in a better body position, but then she goes back towards the press.
but can't load her legs, I think, from that position. Yeah, just doesn't seem to be able to jump far enough here.
Yeah, let's see it in slow motion. She brings the hand up and through. She's got her fingers over, but her whole body weight is going backwards.
Yeah. She needs to hit it while her body's at sort of the top of that arc of her jump.
Ai works her feet out, pressing into the blue, pressing into the black. Not getting the range. With 10 seconds to go, that'll be it for Ai. So another bit of a disappointment, Boulder. And it's got to be frustrating when you're not feeling like you're climbing your best. And she hasn't sent that many moves yet.
Yeah, well, the whole second boulder, but
yeah, that. But
yes.
like Boulder 1, she was falling. Boulder 2, she can't get the jump. It's got to be annoying.
What I see from that is that it's a similar reason that she's falling on the start, establishing the start on number 1 and this move on number 3. I think she needs more leg power.
Yeah, so something to go away and work on. And that's one of the coaches who might be giving her a training regime. Don't skip leg day. I don't think I've ever done leg day.
Modern bouldering is full body.
Well, yeah, I mean, is that something you work? Because you think about climbing, you think, upper body, fingers, and all the rest. I don't think about legs, but are you guys training legs on a regular basis?
Yeah, definitely, especially explosive power. Think about on a slab, a sort of modern slab where there's nothing to grab and you're doing sort of pistol squats or you're transferring your body weight with only your legs. You do have to be decently strong and powerful through your lower body. It's also going to help a lot with injury prevention. You're falling so much.
Yes.
Especially, like, not just comps, but we're training lots.
Yeah, and I mean, it's high, some of these walls. It's like
Yes.
4.5 meters at the top, and I hadn't thought of that. Yeah. So, yeah. All right, well, there we go. Consensus is do your leg training. Right, Natalia presses into the black ball. Eyes up the jump. It's a decent right hand on it.
Yep. Just swings a little bit on it, so it's a good sign. Looks a little confused there.
Yeah, I think she's trying to work out how to stop that swing, and kind of what I was trying to work out as well. Maybe you kick your feet out right towards the massive volume.
Maybe.
But, I mean, you just stopping straight on the sloper. Well, she brought her left hand up to try to catch it.
Yeah, into that black one. Oh, I think she figured it out.
Okay, she's got the smile, which says, okay, I know this now. Let's watch a replay of that. Yeah, it was the left hand. Look, oh, come on. Oh, she was trying to get her foot up. Was she trying to kick it above her head?
No, I think that just happened as she was sort of swinging.
That looked, I mean, yeah. I mean, look how far that right foot goes. I thought she was trying to bring it into the handhold.
I think that was just her trying to stop her momentum, and naturally her legs kept going.
Crazy, crazy moves then. Yeah, because she does it again.
She could be trying to kick it, I'm not sure.
I think you're right. Just for a moment, I was like, my goodness, is she going for like a dynamic bat hang? Which I now want to see.
That would be a new move for a comp. I am fairly certain that's never been done in a World Cup.
It sounds incredibly dangerous, so maybe not. Oh, Natalia, though, takes the big fall, and that's, yeah, that, and now that neck she grabs was throwback to an old injury in Seoul, where she took a nasty fall and gave herself whiplash.
Yeah. That's a common one.
Yeah, we don't want to see too many of that. She grabbed the neck. So hopefully, obviously, she's okay with that one. I think it was more of a shook her up than anything, but we'll have to see. Yeah. She was in real pain in Seoul. Well, it was you and me, wasn't it, commentator? Was it you and me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were like, I was gritting my teeth every time she fell off a boulder.
Yeah, I was really scared for her.
Yeah. Right, Natalia will fight through, though.
And luckily, the American team does have a physio, a great physio here with them. And Zach, the physio, will be allowed he's in ISO or will be allowed back into ISO to take a look at her.
Okay, so you can be treated between rounds.
Yeah, and the physios, the medical staff are the only ones that are allowed to move back and forth between the field of play and back into isolation. Oh. When in doubt, face out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can see the thinking. She's got time for a couple more attempts, but now she's almost turning back into the normal.
Yeah.
Right?
No, never mind, that doesn't work.
That time she tried to catch on the black volume.
But there was less swing there. Her foot wasn't quite above her head.
It might be time for the dynamic backhand.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I do recall one time a friend of mine, if you remember Alison Vest from Canada, yeah, she did one kind of as a joke, which there's a video out there on her page somewhere.
Okay, I'll check that out. All right, Natalia, this might be her last go on this.
Oh, nice.
And she holds it with the left hand. Brings the right through. She's got to be super quick. A moment to chalk up, but she knows the time is ticking. 8 seconds.
Come on, Natalia.
A big move up. 4, 3. The clock ticks down. She's got to jump now. Now we'll have to wait. She thinks she's got it. I think she was before the buzzer.
So I think right at 0.
Oh no, she hasn't been awarded it. Now listen, expect that one to be appealed because there is no way that the American coaches will let that one go without an appeal. Whether right or wrong, it deserves a second look.
Yes.
Got her head in her hands.
So close.
Both me and Alana jumped up to have a look down at the judges there because that is a dramatic moment.
I'm trying to see the American coaches.
I would imagine they'll be writing frantically.
Yes. Unfortunately, it's raining, so their appeal sheet's going to get wet. But
yeah, the rain has come again, actually. You saw some spots on the camera. So drama here in the finals. What do you think at home? She's got to control it. Is it enough? It's the time thing, because she did it. I mean,
yes,
look, she's in control.
She's in control. It's just the time.
Because someone said to me, look, if you hit a boulder in the last second, is 1 second enough to demonstrate control? And it's a reasonable point.
Ooh.
2 seconds. Look under the clock there. Counts. Ah, look. So it's on 0 before she makes the match. Look, there you can see the clock.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's probably out of time.
Yes, I think so too. And thank you very much to the camera crews for catching that one because it's hard to see. All right, we still expect appeals, but we don't think that was a top. And it's interesting, Natalia, there is the judges down discussing this, but if they watched a replay of that, I think the judges...
I actually did already see a judge run back towards the video review tent, so...
Okay, well, we'll let you keep updated with that, but the clock doesn't lie, and you saw it in the background tick down before she jumped. So anyway, Janja Garnbret. Natalia can sort that out backstage. Right now, Janja has to get this done. Oh, this suddenly spiced things up, didn't it, Alana?
Yeah.
Janja's sitting in 3rd position at the moment. Up into the blue press. Oh, well, that's completely different from Janja. Didn't need the catch. Paddled it almost up to the dyno.
Yeah, absolutely paddled it. That was wild. Oh.
I said to the rooster, I was like, do you have to stop on that zone? They were like, yeah, you have to stop before. It's really difficult to get to the zone. Janja breaks it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he might not be wrong. Like, it might be really difficult to do that. She might not have done it the easiest way, but whatever it did, she climbed it a fantastic way for her.
Isn't it crazy? We had a whole discussion about whether Natalia got within a second of the top, and then Janja comes out, and obviously the time isn't an issue. It's incredible how much it changes. Look at that.
That was so cool.
That was awesome. Right, and then Janja, big move up to the top. No need to rush, but... And then a big smile for her. Look at this. So she matched the sloper and then just committed to the swing.
And her left hand slipped off that as well.
And it's not a huge jug she's got. I mean, it's not a bad hold, that zone, but... Swinging a catch at the top, and look at that face. Huge from Janja. Unreal. Yanya with a big fist pump from her and a smile on her face, a quick send. Miho Nanaka, I can see her waiting in the background, shaking her arms, building herself up. You can see her there on your screen at the very back between that blue doorway, the green hair catching the light. It's time for Miho to perform. The way she centers herself is incredible. Like, I wish I had that ability. It's like she brings a whole world into herself. And although she's taking everyone in, she's so focused.
Yeah. She's facing the crowd, yeah, seeing the crowd, but it's just her and the boulder.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Okay, into the start position. It's all about this sequence. She almost went for the Yanya style there, I think.
Yeah, I didn't see her try to paddle off of it, but definitely.
She was just a bit springy. Maybe it was just her going backwards, but look, it looks like she looked half like she started the pull up.
Yeah.
And the fact that she was falling forward as well. Okay, maybe I'm reading too much into it. The rain is still falling, getting a little bit heavier out there. Still sheltered.
She needs to jump just a little higher, and that'll make that paddle more possible.
I think she's trying to stop. I think ideally she wants to stop on it. She isn't trying to bring the left hand in yet.
Or the right hand up, really.
Pinky popping off.
Yeah, these slow-mo shots, you can see the athlete's expressions.
It's pretty wild, isn't it? Well, there is the rain that we've been trying to spot, caught in the light. So it's out there. It might be a bit humid, but I don't think it's affecting the athletes in any way so far. So Miho eyeing this up. We should try something different. Landing.
Skin is potentially an issue, sliding off that hold again and again.
Yeah, she keeps looking down at those fingers, doesn't she? Full commitment. It's the try hard of these athletes is incredible.
Yeah.
You know, everything goes into that move.
And remember, this is their third round of climbing in 2 days.
All right, Miho again. 2 minutes on the clock. It's interesting that she's not trying anything else, like a catch or a kick. I wonder as well, what is that black volume for on the right?
The one on the right?
Yeah, that one there off to the right of the screen, because no one has really used it.
No one's used it.
It's an expensive volume to have on the wall for no reason.
Yeah.
But this is what makes me, I wonder what
was the intended?
Yeah, because I mean...
Maybe you hit, so the hold she's jumping to with one hand, your left hand comes in, and then your right foot stabs out.
But then there's chalk on it as well.
I think it's just transferred chalk from the mat to the shoe, and then back to the...
Okay.
The vinyl mats actually make the chalk just goes everywhere.
Okay. Because you'd think, like if I was looking at that boulder, I'd look at that giant volume and think, it's got to have something to do with it.
Yes, I would as well.
But maybe it's a body position. I mean, she is going so wildly backwards that there's no way she can kick out towards it.
Yeah.
I think she's going to try something different here. One hand and catches it, and now finally uses it just to kick off.
Just a tiny bit. I don't think it was necessary, but it was used.
It was used. But Miho falls and catches herself on the zone. What a final this is.
She was so lucky. There, if she had fallen any further right or left, there's no way she would have caught that. That was crazy.
This is a brilliant competition.
No.
But she falls 13 seconds. Oh, it looks like she wants to stay laid down on the mat. So close.
Wow, great effort from her. Kind of being able to adjust what she was trying from attempt to attempt to finally be able to catch it. That was cool.
All right, well.
And that catch, that was wild.
Yeah, let's see this again. So she went, watched the left hand, slapped in underneath, just the very fingertips catching. Briefest of touches on the volume. And sliding down, and then quick toe hook up.
Pretty cool jump. Oh yeah, that is quite a good hold.
It is, yeah, it's the first time we've seen that angle where we look down into it. But catching herself on it. Crazy. Look, this was the fall that fell down, had a right hand and saw it, but matched it in. Oh, come on, guys. You give me a heart attack up here.
Such a shame she didn't do it after that.
I know. All right, well, Miho is done. I'm chewing my fingernails here in the commentary box. Let's have a look at who's next. Futaba Ito is out next. What a final. She was way off it on that attempt. You can see 13 seconds in the background. All right, well, at least she can smile. She knows how close she came. And Futaba will come to the stage next. Right knee, the camera caught down some tape on that. I think that's where she banged it on the slab.
I was just thinking that.
Not allowed blood on the mat, so Futaba's been patched up.
Yeah, you can't climb if you're actively bleeding. You have to use some of your time to patch yourself up, so.
I like the word actively bleeding. It's the right phrase, but I'm still squeezing the blood out. All right, Futaba up to the blue volume. Now, how quickly will she figure this move out? It seems to come down to that.
Does try to go with two hands there.
Yeah, she might have read it with Miho earlier on.
That's a pretty good guess.
Yeah, because, I mean, Aimori is such a different size from the two of them that almost them reading it is pointless as a 3.
Yes. Although I'm sure they talked about it. But you're right. Size and style.
Yeah, very, very different. But yeah, they also discuss things. And then, so Futaba needs to work out the left hand. I think that's pretty key, is to catch it on something.
Yeah. Miho seemed to hold that blue hold, the second hold, as long as she could until she had to release it and then come into the black ball-shaped hold.
She had a full hand over it that time, but it was the swing that gets them. And you can see the left hand almost coming in to try to catch the hold in the air. We need some classical music to that shot. So Futaba again pulls on. 2 minutes 25 on the clock. This is actually only her 3rd attempt. I say again, but she's only tried it twice before this. Now she dragged the left hand for a bit longer.
Yeah, I think she's starting to get the idea. And
yeah, because you must feel your momentum start to slow, even if it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
With that drag. Minute 55. Gamba from the Japanese team. Yanya in the lead at the moment. Miho Nanaka 2nd. Natalia Grossman 3rd. Futaba is sitting in 6th. Almost went off the edge of the mats on that one.
I guess she decided she didn't really like the left-hand flip and drag. She tried to go doubles that time.
It's just too bad, I think, to stop. Although, hang on, what am I talking about? Yanya didn't she? She just flew up. So.
Well, she didn't stop on that one.
No,
she
true,
continued.
she went through. Yeah, trying to stop on it. I'm not going to say it's not possible, because she'll probably do it now, but I think you... Oh, big swing. I think you need that left hand in place somehow.
Yeah.
I tell you what, for Yanya to get the upwards momentum is pretty crazy, though, because everyone's going so far backwards when they jump.
Yeah, her initial jump must have been extremely powerful.
Futaba pulls on once more. Up into the blue press. 15 seconds, this will be her last attempt at this.
Oh, no.
Oh, 6 seconds, what am I talking about? Oh, she hasn't got the zone, of course, that's
Yeah.
why. So,
One quick attempt for zone.
but no, done.
Although that would have been too late to actually get zone had she caught that anyway. But
Yeah, that was the thinking. All right, Futaba is done. Brooke Rabatou is up last on Boulder 3. So couldn't hold the swing, couldn't find the left-hand drag. And I don't think it's going to be a medal again for her.
unfortunately,
When she does it, I'm going to go crazy.
I think a lot of people will go crazy.
We have to wait till next year now. For Boulder, anyway.
Yeah, Boulder World Cup. I mean, she could World Championship medal,
True.
which would be better.
That would be a heck of a claim, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I made 9 finals, but my medal was at the World Champs. That'd be pretty good. All right, Brooke runs out. Last time we'll see this dynamic Boulder 3. Brooke is in and up, and I can't wait to see how she figures this out. Jumps are something she's been working really hard on. She's trying to move all the way down to the hole, maybe to get as directly underneath it as possible, but
Yeah.
she's short on that attempt.
Yeah, I think she needs to commit to something.
You can see the thinking, because with most jumps, you do want to be, especially with a sloper like that, you want to be as underneath it as possible, because it's like a dish. So the lowest point is in the middle of that hole.
Yes.
But I think it's just too awkward to get directly beneath it. So Brooke underneath again. So still not getting the height. Had a finger over it that time. Tapped it, but fell. Cleans the feet off. 2 minutes comes up on the clock.
Come on, bro. What?
Looking down.
Yeah.
And you can see a big palm print underneath on that black volume. And I'm not sure if it was left from her doing that or if it was from previous.
Oh, she's gonna try it.
You've got to rotate though as well as jump.
Yeah. What? Serious now, chalk bag's off.
Oh, this is it. Yeah, this is no more chalking.
Oh, she liked that backwards method. That's interesting.
Yeah, fully committed to facing the crowd. Maybe she's trying to... I know what she's thinking, but it's not the way, and it looks awkward.
Yeah.
All right, so Brooke has a big decision to make now with a minute on the clock left. She's either going to have to commit to that method and try to find some more height in it with the spin, or go for a bigger jump. She's facing into the wall.
Either way, she needs more height. But she really wants to grab this black ball before she jumps, and I think if you remember at the beginning, Mori was trying to do that too, but opted not to. I think so she could load her legs more to be able to jump higher. I feel like that's the mistake that Brooke is making right now.
Well, she's got 20 seconds. It's enough time. It's a quick boulder. Yeah, I mean, it's like you could see her body wanting to do that catch.
Yeah.
But it's
she just not all high enough.
Yeah, it's not all coming together. Yeah. Okay, well, that boulder has really taken its toll on me. I am emotionally exhausted after that. We've had everything on that boulder.
Yes.
Natalia missing the top by seconds. Janja flashing it with a paddle dyno thing. It's been all go on boulder 3. Very special. And now we have one boulder to go. Boulder 4. And what's the scores even? Right, Janja's in the lead with 3 tops. Then Miho, then Natalia is our top 3.
So we see that Natalia still only got zone, so that if they appealed, it didn't go through. But we did see it on the replay, it didn't look like she was in time when she got that.
No, the clock was directly... The clock was directly in the background on the shot, and you could see it hit 0 just before she made the jump. Hard to tell on the live stream, but in replay, I think it was clear. Now, this is some replays of the action on women's 3. We had a bit of everything going on. Miho came close, falling on the last move, and there's a lot of rueful smiles going on out there. Athletes coming close. Futebart was leaping. Brooke couldn't figure it out. T-shirts being thrown into the crowd.
Oh, they're T-shirts. I thought they're straight up Frisbees.
All right, let's have a look at our final boulder, if you can emotionally handle it. This is it. Another jumpy boulder. Up towards that big yellow dish. Then spring to the right, landing on the yellow hole with lots of black rubber on it on the right of your screen.
And does your hand go down to the blue one as well?
I think so. I've given up trying to work this out because someone will do it in a bizarre way, whatever happens.
That's true.
I mean, we had a massive volume on the wall that no one used, so I have no idea. And then a pinch maybe before the zone hold and a top. And Mori will have another go. She is sitting, where is she, 5th, 6th?
5th, I think.
5th. Okay, she waits to be called onto the stage. Right, turns and looks at the crowd. Flicks back to the wall. Here we go, Mori's final boulder. She's in 5th. Just one top on the slab.
Come on, Oh, really needs to get 2 hands up there.
Yeah, and it feels a bit like Groundhog Day on this one. It's another long jump that she's just getting fingertips on.
Oh!
Great that time from her. Matched it and then starts this swing. And the reason, I'll say it again, it's not a downwards dyno is because the legs are pretty much horizontal from where she started the swing. Right, up towards the pinch, gets it.
Right, big toe hook, I think. Dynamic toe hook, maybe?
Yeah, possibly. Oh, yes, so swinging out to the right.
I think it's too far to go with your arms, I think.
Yeah, it's got to be a foot, hasn't it? God, this is fascinating. I've just stopped talking because I'm watching.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, toes in. I thought for a second she was going to try to press the foot rather than go for the hook.
Yes, I just don't think that would help.
No, there's not. It's not bigger on
enough.
TV. It's quite slopey.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. The hold that she got was really bad there, and she caught it one arm and managed to sort of campus the other arm up.
All right, so she swung, got it, but there's a dynamic toe catch, or dynamic for Ai in the middle. Alana, if this is the last time you'll be at a World Cup in terms of climbing, I'm so glad you joined me for this finals because it's so exciting.
Yeah.
It's a heck of a way to say everyone goodbye for the time being. Ai falls.
Almost looked like she was trying to continue there.
Well,
Land on the feet and continue jumping.
Hey, why not? Janja might do it.
Yeah. Make the whole boulder into just one jump.
Huge scorpion move with the leg swinging backwards to drive the momentum forward. She lands. Okay.
Almost similar to the first move of the first boulder, except that you're landing with your feet and not just grabbing something.
Yeah, the first boulder had big swings in it. All right, Ai gets going again. Really got the range on that now.
Nice. See how she has to sink her hips way left to catch that? That's cool.
Very cool. Up towards the pinch. Makes the match.
I think it's going to be really hard, or harder to generate, to get over to the toe if you've got both hands matched on the zone. I think it would be better if you kept one hand on that, the other pinch, the stacked pinches before the zone. All of those crazy yellow bars.
Oh, she's got 30 seconds to try to unlock this. The first moves are pretty easy for Ai. Starts the scorpion.
I don't think her momentum's great right now. Better, okay.
Yeah, she wanted to go up and then down on it and obviously couldn't find the swing angle.
Ended up kind of twisting a little bit.
But that's cost her big on terms of time.
Yeah.
Doesn't get it anyway.
Yeah.
Well, a top and a zone for Ai. She leaves.
A rare smile.
A rare smile, yeah. I mean, it's just she likes to stay within herself, I think. But when she wins or when she does something, it's always the smile comes out. Landed with just the palm pressing, made the bump. Just at the feet and then got stood up. Yeah, that pinch, I'm glad we could see it because in the 3D image, it looked like the blue might have been crimps. And even on the mats, it's hard to see that, but you can see it's a pretty obvious pinch now. That's the jump. Ooh, just landed with the left.
So on her last attempt, she did try what I thought you should try. Starting the swing with the left hand on the pinch, stack pinches there, and then as she swings her legs over, she comes to match, but unfortunately matched on top of her own hand.
Yeah, tricky.
Doesn't give the best friction.
No.
Typically.
Well, that is a very close-up shot of Natalia Grossman's eyes as she runs out. Here she goes again. Remember, Janja is out of front at the moment.
Yeah, all three tops for Janja.
Natalia has a look at the top half of the wall there. Using the volume to create the swing. There we go, bronze in unlimited attempts.
Oh, that's an interesting method.
Yeah, went with the right hand. I think she might change things up with that.
Yeah, she'd have to be very precise to hit that.
Yeah, so Natalia's in third position in bronze at the moment. So I think that statistic was saying that if she gets it unlimited attempts, that will be secure, but we'll have to wait. Oh, did go with the right again. Forget what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. We saw two very different methods to that move.
And now, can she find this toe catch? It's a big reach, though. When you've got the toes in, to try to go up towards the top.
Yeah. God. Wow, the positioning here, you really only have one attempt to swing the foot over and catch that toe.
You can't reset, can you? Because it's
No.
like a side pull almost, that hold she's on the zone.
See, I think having both hands matched on the zone just doesn't allow you to be able to start that leg swing to kick your foot over.
I think you're completely right. It was a good spot by you because it's not necessarily that obvious that that would be the way forward.
I also think the first pinch is just better, so it'll help you like hold your body in as you kick over. Basically, I look at the zone hold and it looks real bad to me.
Yeah, it does. But it's so tempting. She's got a smiley face on the plaster there as well. I've just noticed that.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, Molly Thompson-Smith does the same thing. She writes herself messages on her arm to remind herself to have a good time when she's out there.
That's pretty cool.
I think it is really cool. I noticed that. She had it on her shoes or something. Maybe it was on her, I think it was on her wrist. I can't remember. It was last year. And Natalia's done the same thing. All right.
And last year, Josh, the American team coach, in one of the semifinals, I think in Koper, come on, Natalia. Oh, nice!
Nails it. Brings the left hand up, and she's one move away.
Oh, steps in a bolt hole. Oh, no! Steps in a bolt hole, but the bolt hole wasn't quite good enough there.
Did you see Mori's awful pinch thing last night on the bolt hold on the slab? Go back
No.
when you have time. If you're a complete geek, Kilada, go back and watch
I
it
am
on the
a
slab because
complete
she
geek, yes.
had a pinky in the hold. Then she brought a thumb into like a pinch on the same screw hold.
Oh,
It was absolutely crazy. So Natalia couldn't find the top, had the toe in, but it was a bit out of reach. This was the swing into it, and then, oh yeah, it was just a foot pop, wasn't it?
yeah.
Turns out screw holds aren't foot holds. Who knew?
Brooke begs to differ.
Yes, she does, yeah. All right, Natalia in again. She unlocked it once, but this is a pretty marginal toe catch. She gets it.
Nice.
This is likely to be her last go at this. Changes into a heel. Into the bolt hole, but it slips and she can't get the height.
Oh, that's so far.
Yeah, it's a long, long reach. Okay, so Natalia is done.
Ooh, so not guaranteed bronze anymore.
No, not guaranteed bronze. She's in provisional silver medal position at the moment, but a few to come, obviously. So Yanya, Miho, Futaba and Brooke to come. She got the heel. She tried to stand in the bolt hole with the left foot. Reached out, legs shaking, turned it into a heel, and then look at the position she's trying to find. That's the screw hold. Couldn't find it, tried to stretch.
Yeah, I think she really wanted to control that last move, but I think you have to keep the toe, stay low with your left foot back on that big, big yellow volume and just jump.
Okay, last three athletes of a very exciting women's final here tonight, and Yanya is out. All right, here we go. Yanya is looking for gold here in Innsbruck. She's in first position currently. So it's only needed 5 attempts or top and unlimited attempts. No issues getting the pinch.
And that's the gold medal for her.
So this is an amazing run from Yanya. Hooks it
Come on,
around
Yanya.
to want to make sure of it though.
Oh, yeah, that's a far move.
She's gonna have to spring off that left foot, gets it, and I think that thing is
Nice.
absolutely wrapped up for Yanya. And yes, look at that reaction.
4 flashes?
Well, look, let's
I
just...
believe.
Yeah, full fascism. And let's just explain this. Janja feels the pressure as much as any human being, any climber. She missed last season deciding to go away and just concentrate on lead. She then had a toe injury before the season started. Silver in Brixen, and I know how much that affected her. She was angry at the fact she didn't get the gold. So to come back here and do that in Innsbruck, you can see how much that means to her.
Oh, you can hear the song choice, I think.
Oh my goodness, I literally can't, my emotion gland is squeezed dry. I can't handle this. I don't think I've ever seen that reaction from Janja. Like, she gets emotional with stuff.
Yes.
But to reveal that much on stage shows how much it meant to her.
Yes. Yeah, how hard she's had to work for that. I think she just bumped the camera guy as she went by.
Wow. Her reaction is like, it's weird. It's kind of choking me up after the fact. Like, to see her burst into tears like that.
Same.
Wow. Well, there are the Olympic rings on her ankle. The Olympic champion has got gold in Innsbruck. She was limping off after qualifying. She looked like she was in trouble.
Ooh.
And then she came back in the semi-final, partway through this, and then to come and get a gold medal is special.
And in a very dominating fashion, not falling even once in finals. She was crying there at the, she started, look, as she got it, the emotions started to kick in. Yeah.
She was in tears already on the top. Like, that is utter pure emotion.
Yes.
Oh, it's literally choking me up. This is crazy. Right, she makes the match. That was it. And in the air, the momentousness of that moment. That's a made-up word, but I don't care. Look at that.
Oh, I'm so happy for her.
Yeah.
It's so good to have her back.
It is. And the fact that someone can be in sport, when someone's as dominant as she has been in past years, there tends to be an element of jealousy comes in to other sports, you know. But with Janja, she seems to transcend that. Everyone just understands how good she is.
Yes, that you're always really just playing for second.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe she has been beaten, of course, and there are other athletes that have been challenged for it, of course.
Absolutely.
But yeah, she's always the one that people are aiming for when you come into a final.
Yeah.
You know, like, you've got to beat Janja, and that pressure is enormous. But, right, let's turn our attention to Miho Nanaka, because we've got 3 athletes to go.
Miho could take the silver.
Yeah, she's in bronze at the moment with 2 flashes and a zone. Starts the swing.
Oh! Whoa!
Totally missed it on that one. Just realised, Alana, you're going to have to go and interview Janja on the stage in a minute.
Yes. I'll have to fight my way through the crowd to be able to do that.
I'm a bit jealous, to be honest. I think I want to go down there. An Italian there.
Oh.
That was the reaction to Miho missing. I'd love to see a replay of that because she missed it by quite a way. Left foot on that time. Right, so Miho has a look at this. First time she was wide. Second time she got the left foot on, but couldn't stay there. Now begins again.
No!
Falls off the match on the pinch. It's a hard one to match because the reason that those blockers are there is to prevent that, really, because it's not quite enough room to bring both hands comfortably into the pinch position.
Yes.
You can see that she's having to commit to the no-tex bit a bit with the fingers.
So she doesn't know it yet, but not getting that zone in 3 attempts means that she has to top to take the silver.
Okay. Oh, so it's top or bronze for Miho. Oh, what an end to the Boulder season this has been. Whew. Missed the pinch pretty much entirely that time. Got it this time, so she's into the zone. Toe hook locked in underneath. Eyes up the toe catch, but falls. She was starting to swing. It's the fingers. I think it was May who pointed this out in Japan, or told me that she does get sweaty fingers.
Yes.
And since I've noticed it, she does always look down at her hands.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
my hands are so sweaty here in the commentary box. I mean, it's hot in here, but still, this is an exciting final.
Yeah.
And it's only one of, what, 2 more to come, so exciting. Well, 3 if we're counting lead as a double, but it is on the same night. Okay, Mia, she's got 1 minute left. Misses the pinch again. Starting to breathe hard out there.
I'm very stressed for her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gets the pinch perfectly this time. Right, up to them. This is where she fell before. When she started the swing, she peeled off the zone hold.
She's not comfortable enough on that zone hold to swing.
No, and I think she might have wanted to have taken a chalk bag up as well.
Oh, she's really running out of time now.
Just wiping the hands, 15 seconds. Whatever happens, this will be her last go. She might just jump to the top. She looked up at it.
Oh.
Not unlocked for Miho. So that's bronze, guaranteed bronze?
No, because Brooks Delta Cup.
Okay, so it's
provisional bronze.
Provisional bronze.
Yes.
And a nerve-wracking sit. And the athletes are out on the stage now on the right of your screen watching on. We saw Natalia's face earlier when Miho missed the drop down. What a crowd, what a crowd.
It's only one flag, and it's a Canadian flag for all the Canadians in finals.
That flag has been here in every final.
Yes.
I keep seeing it. It's obviously within regulations as well, so thank goodness for that. I'd forgotten about that. That made me laugh before. Don't bring that back up again. Right, so the left pinch got it, and this was Natalia giving some encouragement. That's what makes our sport pretty special. And she turns around to look at the screen as well. Miho, ooh, try hard.
Wow, with these close-ups, you better make sure your makeup's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I dread to think what I would look like on a stage in that. It really picks out everything. But it does give us these wonderful shots that we're seeing. When you can see, when it's that slow, you can watch every adjustment they make with their bodies.
It's really cool, and every little emotion on their face.
Futaba's on.
All right, for her, she can't improve on her 6th place, but she'll still want to do the boulder.
Yeah, she needs, look at that, 2 zones and a miss on the 3rd.
Oh, I lied. She can get to 5th. Look at that. I shouldn't have spoken before I looked at the
Something about doing
result.
math on a live stream, right?
Oh, yeah, I think it's a golden rule not to do math on the live stream because it's always wrong.
So Futaba bounces off the yellow volume. There's a long look at this to figure it out.
I have to say, I think I liked Ai's method the best. Going down to catch the blue hold with her right hand.
Yeah, no one else has really tried that, have they?
Yeah.
Huge swing from Futaba. So, close to the pinch, but not quite. Again, she's already got a scraped right knee. Just to avoid any more of that. And do remember that a lot of these climbers will be competing in the lead in a day's time as well.
Luckily, unlike the men, they'll get a day of rest. Tomorrow is men's semifinals and men's finals, so those poor guys will be exhausted for lead qualies.
They are, but I suppose good practice for Bern, the combined formats.
Yes. Bern is our World Championships that'll happen in August, and it's a pretty demanding schedule.
You see how I got the silver lining to that cloud in there? Just like, it's not all bad.
I'm all doom and gloom here.
Absolutely not. Right, so Futaba missed that. Yeah, the World Champs happening at the beginning of August, as you say.
Oh, wow, she really didn't want that chalk bag anymore. She just chucked it way over to the side.
Gone. Right,
Come on.
such a big swing she's trying to get. Readjusted the hands to be higher.
Oh, nice.
Got the toe under. Right, minute 43, she's into the zone. And it's I think it's a fly in the lens, not on the wall, don't panic. Or a raindrop sliding down. Right, Futaba swings into
nice.
the toes.
Gamba.
Well, Janja got 2 in to adjust, as does Futaba.
Yes.
Gets her higher up on the hold.
But Janja got her left foot back down. No!
It's really, that left arm, because you're almost horizontal, and you've basically got to do sort of a one-arm pull-up to get the right hand in.
Yeah.
You're not kicking off anything.
Yeah, so I think Janja's method of bringing the left foot back down was smart.
Completely agree. This was it. So she got the right leg locked and did the adjustment there. But yeah, look how much she's got to power off the left. Swings, you got to lock it off so deep.
Yeah, and in that position, there's nothing that's pushing you upwards, or nowhere can you pull yourself upwards, so it's quite difficult.
It is, and that was a lovely shot of the other women there. You can see they're going through it. That's basically what Maya and Alana faces are like in the commentary box at the moment, just like, oh.
Super stressed.
Yeah, it really is. This has been an incredible final. Right, Futaba is again, 25 seconds, another buzzer beater. Come on. Give me a break. Right foot misses it, swings. Oh. And that is it for her. So she is done with the competition.
Oh.
Okay, now, so what, hang on, I'm trying to work out what that means for Brooke now. So Brooke is in 4th position, 2 tops, 1 zone.
So if Brooke tops it, she'll move to 2nd.
Yes,
She'll have 3 tops. I'm sorry I did math on the live stream, but I'm pretty sure this one is correct.
Okay, that's fine. As long as I don't have to do math on live stream, we're fine. So Futaba leaves us. That was the last of the slow motion, and Brooke Rabatu will come out next. Final climber out, qualified in 1st position and can still make an indent into this podium. Stretches the arm backwards, a little shake of the head. It's got to be, there has to be a point where you're standing in that corridor when you're like, wow, you know, like, this is huge. You're at one of the biggest events of the year. You're climbing in a finals, last climber out. Like,
yeah.
It's pretty special.
Yes.
I think that might have been that shake of the head, just, okay.
Just a little reminder to yourself maybe to enjoy.
Yeah.
Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the crowd.
Enjoy this boulder. There we go. So she can get a silver medal. So everything is to play for with the last climber out. Janja takes the gold. Brooke is currently in 4th, but can make silver.
Come on, Brooke. Oh.
Leaning a bit too far backwards as she landed. Drops the chalk bag straight away.
I like how everybody does that at some point.
Yeah.
They had a chalk bag and not anymore. Just needs a little bit more momentum. I think she didn't want to swing too much and over jump it, especially with the sort of delicate. I believe she's also going for grabbing that stacked pinch with one hand, switching feet and getting the right foot into a toe hook method, which is definitely more delicate. Oh. Or right foot and left hand on the pinches. Just show me I'm wrong.
So Brooke with the left hand up. Brooke again makes the jump. Starts the swing. Close with the left hand. So let's watch those feet, really accurate. But the toe, she tried to bring it in, but kind of kicked the edge of the volume.
Yeah.
2 minutes to get a silver medal. Wants a brush, and she'll go and shake out and compose herself. That was the launch. Almost stood in her own foot, I think.
Yeah. Not ideal.
No. And yeah, what face, that's awesome.
Come on, Brooke.
All right, she starts again. It's so close. Ooh. That was half like centering herself, half a little dance there. A minute and a half to go from 4th to silver. That was the half dance, half center. Just, yes, okay. Natalia and Miho talk about the moves.
And Natalia's still drying her fingers over there. Got her fan out.
Oh, better from Brooke. Left hand dangling in the air, but it was enough. She's really spanned out. And it's a minute on the clock again. So she potentially has a chance to drop this move and immediately get back on and go again. But it's going to be tight if she misses it this time. Got to commit to the toe swing. She's got double toe hooks in, not standing on anything.
Oh, just not far enough.
No, and she will run back because she has 30 seconds left. That's it. .25. It is enough time, but now she's probably going to run out of time. She's going to go again, of course. Why not?
Why not?
But with 16 seconds, I think Miho Nanaka has that bronze medal. Well, that is it. 2 seconds to go. Brooke Rabatu can't do it, but Miho Nanaka gets the bronze. And we'll get confirmation of all of that in a minute. I'm just resetting my scores to make sure, but Janja Garnbret with gold, Natalia Grossman silver, Miho Nanaka bronze. And that became a very exciting final. We had a bit of everything.
Very, yeah.
Okay.
Lots of jumping tonight.
Lots of jumping tonight. Well, Alana, you're going to go down to the front of the stage and interview Janja, so I'll see you in a bit.
All right, see you.
So we're watching Brooke getting very close. Didn't make it happen on the day. She's got a gold medal this year already, but Janja has composed herself, hugs Miho Nanaka. Those two have shared the stage so many times, and on the Olympic stage, of course. Well, there he is, your top 3 podium finishes, and what a top 3 it is. We knew we had a good final lined up for you, and we certainly did today. This was Janja on Boulder 1. She got the swing started, got a competition off to a strong start. Big jump and a drop down onto that jug. You watch these wonderful moments from that final we just completed. I'll let you enjoy it in peace. that was the tears for Janja at the end. Just meant so much to her. Her return to the top spot of the podium, and I can see down at the front the athletes getting ready. Alana has found her position. And Janja Garnbret, 4 out of 4, 4 flashes out of 4, unbeatable on the night. Brilliant from her. So Janja Garnbret with those 4 out of 4. Natalia, 2 tops and 2 zones was enough to get her to the silver medal. Miho Nanaka in 3rd. Brooke could have come back at her. Couldn't find the top. And Miho gets introduced as your bronze medalist. Gold early in the season, bronze now in Innsbruck. And again, the Olympian, well, you wouldn't count her out in qualifying again, would you? Natalia in silver. Great year for her as well as she closes out the Boulder season. Big smile on her face, a smiley face on her arm as well. And finally, Janja Garnbret is back on the top spot of a Boulder podium. And I think she might start crying again. And if she does, I might go, because this is massively emotional. And so much hard work has come into that. Remember, she didn't do much of last year's Boulder season, deciding to concentrate on lead. Then she got the injury at the start of the season, missed the first few comps. So I think for her, this is a very special return. And she stands there and just soaks it up, and no one has left the stadium. Everyone is here watching and celebrating these women, as they should, because what a final they just watched. And that's our lead wall on the left. That'll be in action. Not tomorrow, the day after. The routes starting to take shape on that, the quali routes. And I can see Janja there on the bottom of your screen, making her way towards Alana. So let's go now to Alana Yip on stage with Janja.
Congrats, that was amazing. Okay. Janja, congratulations. Your performance tonight was incredible. You didn't fall once. And we could see on the 4th boulder how much that meant to you. Can you tell me how you feel right now?
I don't even have words to say how I feel right now. Coming after injury is always hard, so I was still trying to find my competition flow, and I found it today. Today I was completely in my zone, and I just actually realized that I didn't forget how to compete. So I'm just thankful, just grateful, just incredible happy for all the supporters that I had, for all the people cheering for me, and my team who always supported me. So I'm just incredibly grateful right now.
Wow, that's great to hear. And you know, no one doubted you for a second. No one thought that you had forgotten how to compete. So maybe a little bit of disappointment after Prague. Did you change anything about your training, about your preparation before this comp?
Actually, to be honest, I wasn't disappointed in Prague. I was just so happy that I'm here, that I'm there, that I'm competing. So I wasn't really disappointed. It felt weird in Prague. Everybody had already 3 comps before them, so they were all in that competition mode. But I didn't have, so it felt a bit weird. So I was just really happy in Prague.
That's great to hear. And how's your preparation for the combined lead and boulder going?
Yeah, because of injury, lead training was a bit postponed. But as soon as I put my climbing shoe on, I could start training also lead. So I did combine both. So here in Innsbruck, I will compete in both. So we will see how lead goes.
Yeah, I guess we'll see in 2 days. So yeah, good luck and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Well, thank you to Alana and Janja. So just the podiums to come here tonight before we say goodbye. I think Alana's going to come up, hopefully, because she's got my pass to get onto the stage, so I need that. Well, let's watch some replays of earlier on and see all of the action from the women. Well, our slow motion, wonderful shots from the camera crew are done, and now we just have the podium to come. And Alana's joined me back in the commentary box. Alana, what kind of feelings did you get from Janja out there?
I mean, she was clearly so happy, just very grateful, and maybe a little bit of relief too. She was very thankful for everyone's support, and just, yeah, you could really see she was just so overwhelmingly happy.
It was interesting when she said that, you know, she wasn't disappointed, that it was just good to be back. And there is an element of sort of, we call it ring rust, you know, in like fighting or something. I've never fought a match in my life. But
We, the media.
Yes, we, the royal we. But, you know, there is an element of that when you haven't, you know, she did a Boulder World Cup in Meiringen last year, which is
that was a long time
way
ago.
away. Exactly. Then she stopped the season.
Yeah.
Then she broke her toe. So to come back, this is a long time since she's had a proper Boulder dedicated World Cup.
Yes.
There must be that feeling of like, I wonder if I can do it again.
Yeah.
So I suppose Prague for her was a return. She proved that she could do it. She could get back on the podium. And
Yes.
this is just the final full stop in that story.
Yeah.
Very
And I guess the real final full stop will be Bern World Championships.
well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, she becomes a
Where-
world champion. Wow.
World champion, and we'll see the first 3 people qualify for the Olympics in the combined format. So
Yeah, and that kicks off our Olympic year because we have then the continental qualifying events,
Yes.
and then the QR. Was it QR? What's it called?
OQS.
OQS. That's
Olympic qualifying series.
There we go. Makes
Yeah.
sense. Spelling, you see. So that's next
QR
year.
is some sort of code that you scan with your phone.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
Same.
Yeah, so it's similar. You can scan a code. And the podium on the stage has been built. I could see the logos on that main, where the screen is.
Oh yeah, between the lead and boulder wall.
Yeah, right, like where the screen. And then, because I was thinking as well, Janja, she's competing in lead, so she has a chance to make it 2 golds.
Yes, just like Colin did last year and Janja did the year before.
Yeah, absolutely. But then...
Tie her own record.
Yes, that's true. But then the fight between her and Aimori is going to be interesting because I beat her quite a lot, twice. Twice? Quite a lot, I say.
Seems like quite a lot because we're not used to seeing Janja beaten by anyone.
No. And I beat her on her home turf as well in Koper in Slovenia, which I'd imagine, I'd take that personally. So
Yeah.
tomorrow there's a bit of, well, we'll have to see. Like, we're a long way off. I'm predicting
Not
future.
tomorrow, Saturday.
Saturday, and I'm predicting a finals that might never happen. So who knows who'll qualify? But do make sure you join us for that. And look how many, you don't usually get this many people staying for a podium.
No, usually people file out quite quickly.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool. I think a lot of people want to say that they were there when Janja returned to the top spot. And the crowd gathering into that corner. The rain, luckily, went away. Thank goodness. So this final was played out. Because I don't remember a couple of years ago when we had to have boulders cancelled and...
And just as recently as Korea, we had an entire round cancelled.
Exactly, yeah. So the weather god's not playing ball this year, but tonight, luckily, those clouds stayed away. And that lead wall is ready. Well, here are the athletes in their team kits, getting ready to go. I think that's the shot where they take the medals from. So I think the medals have been, or maybe
She wants hers early. Let's take it now. I have somewhere to be.
I think I'd upgrade my medal.
Or maybe they're looking at the nice piece of wood there.
It's
Who
a
gets
lovely
that
piece of
one?
wood. I want it. Look lovely in my house. I held an IFSC medal for the first time today, and they're heavy.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I mean, they're heavy. I sort of expected them
Now,
to
ladies
not
and
be, but they're
gentlemen,
weighty things.
Highly official.
Bit of useless information for you at the end of the evening.
To the
Right,
awarding ceremony.
the ladies come onto stage.
IFSC Boulder
Miho on the far right, Natalia on the
World
left,
Cup
and Silva.
Women
Janja.
2023
The Slovenian
Innsbruck.
national anthem has not
Please
played out for
welcome
quite a
our
while, but
medalists.
it's about to.
And please welcome our distinguished guest.
We got quite used to it at some point.
We did.
Will be
Nice to hear
presented
again.
I got
by
bored
the
of it,
IFSC
frankly, but now,
president,
now I want it back. There's Marcus Galaris, IFSC
the
president.
IFSC Secretary General.
There's Debbie.
And Eddie Dunn,
High up in the IFSC as well.
Sport Director, and Wolfgang Babel,
And a gentleman
the
who
Vice
I don't know
President.
so well. I've realised I backed myself into a corner by announcing people's names
From
there.
Austria Climbing Federation, Eugen Butcher.
Austria. Climbing Federation, I caught that one. All right, we are ready for the
Now, ladies and gentlemen,
main focus of the podium, the athletes, of course.
And bronze medalist in Innsbruck 2023, representing Japan, Miho Nonaka.
Miho gets her bronze and a big smile on her face. It was a good performance from her, had to keep it together. Congratulations from everyone to her. There's an incredible goodie bag in Brixton that was given out, full of like Italian food.
Wasn't there quite a lot of cheese or something
Apparently
involved?
so, yeah. I didn't get any of it, unfortunately. But there's no cheese board here. Some flowers for Miho.
On second place, and silver medalist, 2 tops and 4 stone holds in the final, representing the United States of America, Natalia Grossman.
Silver for Natalia. She was the defending Boulder champion from last year, took the overall victory. She looks pretty happy to be in that silver medal position.
The flowers by Bocha, the medal was brought by.
All right, well, if there's a dry eye in the house, there shouldn't be, and you're about to possibly cry, because Janja Garnbret in a minute will stand up there. She's composed herself, but it's even harder to stay not emotional, because you know how much is bubbling away under the surface of this smile that's about to come out.
World Cup Innsbruck 2023. She made them all. Janja Garnbret.
Well, she's won everything there is to win, and she's back in the gold medal position. A big smile on her face, perhaps a tear or two in the eyes as she gets a gold medal.
I think it's incredible to see how much it means to her after being the Olympic champion, how much a World Cup means to her.
She cares about this stuff so much. And I remember her telling me, look, I was like, do you feel the pressure? She's like, oh my goodness, yes. Like, you know, the expectations, everything. There's a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
Certainly no robot. She goes through everything in the same way. Oh goodness, the tears have come. I'm in trouble. All right, well, let's take a moment. And the national anthem of Slovenia will now echo out again for Janja Garnbret.
Honor to the winner. We will hear the national anthem of Slovenia.
Congratulations to Janja Garnbret, and as Alana just pointed out, Natalia takes the overall victory for 2023 as well. So awesome from her. Such consistency from Natalia.
Yeah, and that'll be her 3rd overall victory.
Unbelievable stuff. Well, records being broken all over the place. We're near to saying goodbye, so let me just tell you the schedule for the next couple of days. Tomorrow, Boulder semi-final, men, 1 o'clock till 3:30 Central European time. And at 7:20 tomorrow evening, we have the men's Boulder final. After that, the league competition gets underway. Qualies on Saturday, followed by the lead semi-final. And then Sunday, the lead finals. Flowers tossed again, that tradition brought back in Brixton. So the women, I think are still on stage with a photo up, and everyone shuffles back. We're trying to work out whether they'll do that overall
Sounds like
ceremony
the
now.
venue announcer just said that they will.
Okay, so we're going to see the overall. We think we're going to see the overall winners, which is a huge deal if you think about it. You've got to turn up to loads of events. You've got to do well at lots of events.
Yeah.
It's a really special achievement. And as you said, Natalia's done it 3 times.
Yeah. That's incredible.
It really is. Right, well, we wait for that. But meanwhile, let's have a talk about lead. Alana, are you competing in lead?
I will be, yes.
Okay,
on
how
Saturday.
you feel? How's the endurance going?
Oh, let's not talk about that.
I feel like someone needs to. Have you been doing endurance training?
Not a lot.
Okay.
It's been hard to find training time in between all of the Boulder World Cups, honestly. And everybody starts the lead season. If you're doing combined, everyone starts the lead season not feeling quite ready.
Mm-hmm.
But I made semifinals last year here, so I'm hopeful.
I am too. I mean, look, and this is the time to talk about, again, for people who missed it, Alana, this is possibly your last Boulder World Cup.
Yes.
Just talk to me a bit about your career, like a highlight for you. What is a highlight when you look back?
Well, okay, so there's 2 big highlights for me, and the first would be the first and only final that I made in 2017 in Chongqing, and that was that was incredible. Sharing the stage with those women. I remember Shauna Coxey taking me aside and sort of giving me a sort of rundown. This is how finals works. They're going to pressure you to rush, to run out to the boulders. You're the star of the show. You don't have to run. Just walk slowly and confidently.
That's so cool.
And I'm pretty sure I topped the slab in that competition. And then the other career highlight will be qualifying for the Olympics.
Yeah, so you have had an amazing, amazing career, Alana, and we hope you qualify once again for the Olympics. Well, look, while we wait for the next podium, let's watch some more action shots from this evening's final. All right, well, super action scenes. All right, so Alana, the other thing is, what are you going to do next over the next kind of couple of months? So obviously the Olympics are big. Oh, hang on, hold that.
Yeah,
hold that
this is more important.
And that was a very deep question as well. I could see your face panic as I said that. Obviously you're going to go for the Olympic qualifiers, then we'll work out the rest of the life after that.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. One step at a time.
Exactly. Right, this is the overall winners. So Natalia, 3 years in a row, will take the overall victory. Brooke in second place and Miho in third.
Will be presented once more by Marco Maria Scolaris, the
And Natalia's super consistent. And it's worth highlighting how much work it takes to be that consistent. I mean, hours and hours in the gym. I mean, you do this.
Oh, yeah. But I'm not nearly as consistent as Natalia, but you know, she and everyone else on the circuit trains so hard. It's, for the most part, everyone's full-time job, and they put full-time or more job hours in.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like, oh, look at the rain falling now. It's held off till the right moment.
Oh, wow, it's pouring, actually.
Absolutely pouring, yeah.
Good thing I brought a raincoat. I did not.
Boulder Range one. I don't know how. Black Diamond around the corner. We'll just go raid them.
Can't wear that.
Oh, yes, true sponsors. Oh, gosh, yeah. Well, Brooke takes silver medal. Oh, sorry, bronze medal. I think she said she took silver earlier. Apologies. I've gone mad. Bronze for Brooke Rabbitoux. And a trophy. Look at that rain now. It's like it waited perfectly.
Yeah.
At this moment.
Weather gods, thank you.
Yes, finally, weather gods. Goodness me.
And she got bronze, Brooke Rabbitoux.
So bronze for Brooke, and sorry, I said she got the other way around, but it's silver for Miho. It's really dramatic, actually, this race. This whole night has just been geared to create some drama.
Silver medalist at the IFSC Overall World Cup Boulder 2023, representing Japan, Miho Nonaka.
Well, she's 26. It feels like she's been on the circuit for such a long time. She's an absolute legend. She has no chance of stopping. Going from strength to strength is Miho Nonaka. And as I said earlier, you wouldn't bet against her qualifying again for the Olympics and potentially getting a medal as well.
Definitely.
Points overall. Congratulations, Miho Nonaka.
So Miho gets the silver.
And finally, ladies and gentlemen,
And then lastly,
she did it again,
last act of tonight.
her title, an impressive
Natalia Grossman gets the overall
gold medalist
win
and winner
for
of the
2023
IFSC
for
Boulder
Boulder.
Oval World Cup 2023, representing the United States of America, Natalia Grossman.
Awesome work from Natalia. She'll climb again in lead in a couple of days. Everyone has to reset. There's not going to be much partying happening tonight, I don't think.
3,527.5 points. With two
I think the big party will be
World
after
Cup
lead.
wins this season.
We have 2 weeks off.
Natalia Grossman.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah. All right, well, there you go. Austria's been warned. And Natalia with a massive smile on her face as she looks up at the crowd, up at the rain, up at the mountains that are silhouetted still against the skyline. Now we'll listen to the national anthem of the USA. So there we go. That is the end of tonight's entertainment for you. Natalia gets the hat back on and we'll have a photo on top. So the schedule will continue. Lead qualification on Saturday, lead semi-finals and the finals on Sunday for the lead. That's it. Alana, look, people will be sending you messages about you maybe stepping away from the sport, so please do reach out to Alana if you want to tell her how amazing her career has been, because it certainly has been. And I hope that I get to see you in the commentary box more often.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Thank you so much. And congratulations to everyone on stage tonight. And thank you for watching at home. We will return very soon for more IFSC climbing action on that giant lead wall that you can see in the background.
Well, first men's semis.
Oh, yes, first men's semis.
Yeah,
Forget
first
about
a bit more bouldering.
For more bouldering, forget that. We're going to return to the boulder wall. Excited for that. Good night, everyone. Have a wonderful evening.